Okay, so this is the my AFC predictions for the upcoming 20 AFC West predictions for the upcoming 2025 NFL season. Um, yeah, so start off with the order. I think it's gonna go Raiders, Chargers, Broncos, and Chiefs, with the Broncos coming up just short of winning the division, but I'll talk about that later. The Raiders. Well, I don't know. I mean, they did a lot of good things during this offseason, and I think the team is moving in the right direction. I just don't see the Raiders being good enough yet. I think the Raiders, my original prediction, I think was like 1 win. That I don't think is gonna happen. I think that's too harsh. I think if everything goes wrong, yeah, 1 win probably. Everything goes right, maybe they're looking at a 7-win season. Maybe into the 9-win, 7 to 9 win if everything goes right. Yeah, if everything goes right, I think they'll be right in the middle. I think they'll be at 5-12 ultimately. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, they got the preseason. I'm recording this the day after the preseason ended, so that's when I'm recording it. So, but yeah, the preseason has now ended, and yeah, the Raiders, they looked okay. All right, I said this. I kind of teased this a little bit in the draft video. I personally think this is a bold prediction. I think Ashton Jeanty is going to be a bust. That's my personal prediction. For Ashton Jeanty. I think he very well could be amazing, but I think with his size and height, I don't know if that's going to be good enough, really, to be what everyone's thinking he's going to be. I think Amarian Hampton is going to be much better at that than Ashton Jeanty is. So that's just my prediction as a kind of like a casual watcher of college football. We'll see. We'll see. He probably will be okay, but I personally think he's going to be a bust. Raiders, yeah, they got Geno Smith, definitely an upgrade at quarterback. The defense, yeah, they got Geno Smith at quarterback. Brock Bowers, first year last year was really good. We'll see what happens with Ashton Jeanty. So yeah, I mean, Jacoby Myers for receiver, he's gonna be a pretty good wide receiver 1. So yeah, you have that. The defense, I don't really know what to make. I mean, you have Max Crosby, he's always going to be good. They got rid of Christian Wilkins. They cut him from the team. So yeah, we'll see. But is this going to be good enough to make a postseason? Is this going to be enough to get 8-9 wins? I think the team is okay. I think it can, but I think they'll probably go 5-6 wins. Personally, I think they very well can, but the question is, will they? And I don't know if they will yet. So I'm not quite a believer in the Raiders getting a winning season or a believer in Ashton Jeanty, but we will see what happens this season. Moving on, I have the Chargers next, and the Chargers I have going 11-6. They make the playoffs, first round exit. Yeah, I got them going out. They got them as a 7 seed, and they go out in the first round to the Bills, I think. Or maybe it's the Chiefs, one of the two teams. So, yeah. So, first season Jim Harbaugh was coaching in the NFL since the 49ers. Went pretty good. It did. He went 10-7. They went 10. No. Yeah, they went 11-6. They went 11-6. Everyone thought, yep, they're gonna win the playoff. They're gonna win a playoff game this year. Justin Herbert's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Then he didn't. So the Chargers still continue to Charger games. We'll see. If it's this season, I think this season the team has gotten more in Jim Harbaugh's coaching style and gotten more in line with what Jim Harbaugh is wanting this Chargers team to look like. This his first season, he's still trying to work things out. This, I think, is going to be the first real season we see Jim Harbaugh really as a coach. See if he's really going to elevate this team. I have no doubt that he can coach the Chargers to good records every year, but can he get the Chargers over that hump of winning the division or even winning a playoff game? He hasn't done that yet. This is the second year with the Chargers. Really, his first year with the Chargers. Really, this first year was really a practice. So, yeah. Chargers preseason, I didn't see much of aside from the Hall of Fame game. Yeah, aside from that, I didn't really see much of Chargers preseason. Yeah, Justin Herbert. He has not won a playoff game in his career for how much his career has been, in my opinion, overly hyped since 2020. It's like, oh, he's gonna take it. He's gonna take the Chargers. He hasn't yet. They haven't won a playoff game since he's been on the Chargers. They haven't even won They haven't even won the division since he's been on the Chargers. The Chiefs have won it continuously for the last 8 straight years now. So, yeah. So you have that. Yeah, they got Amari and Hampton. They also got Najee Richardson, which I thought was really interesting. Najee Richardson, they traded him from Pittsburgh, or I don't remember if the Steelers released him and then Najee hit anyway, but they got him, and then they draft Amari and Hampton, which I thought was really weird. I thought Pittsburgh's draft pick would either be Shedeur Sanders or Amari and Hampton. Not my draft video I made, but in my as the draft was happening and as it was unfolding. But Chargers, they got Amari and Hampton, pick later. So I don't know what they're gonna do with Najee Harris. I don't know if Najee Harris right now is the wide receiver, is the running back 1 or not. I don't know what they're planning on doing, but I think honestly Amari and Hampton is more of the future than Najee Harris anyway, so I would rather go with Amari and Hampton than Najee Harris. That's just my opinion. Yeah. The Chargers wide receiver room hasn't been anything too special aside from Ladd McConkey last year. Amazing rookie year. Chargers continue to have kind of older veteran tight ends such as Will Dissly. So, yeah, offensive line has kind of been working, but Chargers lost one of their key offensive line players during the draft, during the preseason. I did hear about that. I forget his name now, but yeah, so we'll see how that works for the Chargers. See who fills it in, but Jim Harbaugh trying to find the best possible method for his offensive line, switching them out and switching them up every week, trying to figure out, okay, who's good and who is bad and who fits better here and not. But yeah, Chargers I have going 11 wins, still not winning a playoff game because they just kind of didn't. They had to play against the Bills. That's what happened. They played against the Bills and they lost. That's what I think is the Chargers' fate this year. I think the AFC has just gotten a lot better, to where an 11-6 team can't get the 5 seed. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens for the Chargers. They may do better. They may do worse. But I think 11 wins is pretty good for them. Now, the Broncos. I have them just missing out on winning the division this year. I have the Chiefs, I think, at 14-3. Maybe no, I think they were 13-4. And then the Broncos are 12-5. Much better, like much better record-wise than last year. They should have, in my opinion, gone 12-5, but they blew those 2 games. They blew the Chargers and Bengal games in week 16 and 17. So honestly, they should have gotten 12 wins last year, but they didn't. 10 wins, got the 7 seed, lost to the Bills, first round exit. But Bo Nix is definitely the future for Denver. They've got the Broncos, they've got Evan Ingram now from Jacksonville, their tight end. Cortland Sutton and Mims, Marvin Mims, as their 2 receivers. So we'll see. Cortland Sutton's getting older, so I think Marvin Mims is going to be the guy that kind of takes his place. Right now, Marvin Mims is a wide receiver too, so that makes sense. But Cortland Sutton is starting to get older, so it wouldn't surprise me if he retires in the next 5 years, personally. Defense is looking much better, especially because the Broncos got 2 San Francisco players, Ufanga and Trey Greenlaw, at linebacker and safety. So the Broncos defense, just from those 2 trades alone, got much better. We'll see how all these new guys do. We'll see how all these guys do. How all these younger guys do, since the Broncos defense, the majority this last season, was pretty young, but they seem to be pretty good. So we will see if they are good enough to win. Maybe win the division, but I don't know if they're quite ready to win the division yet. I do have them splitting the series with Kansas City, though. I think they will take the first game at home and then lose the one on the road to the Chiefs. So that's one of their 5 losses. I think they'll split with Kansas City. I don't think Kansas City is going to sweep them like they did last year. Well, no, actually they didn't sweep them. They won at the end. Okay. Yeah, they won at the end. They did win the last game because the Chiefs didn't really play. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. I think Denver can. I think Bo Nix can. I am a Bo-liever, as they say. I do believe in Bo Nix. I think that he is gonna be the Broncos' future, and yeah, we'll see. Honestly, I just really want someone to finally dethrone the Chiefs, and Chargers and Broncos both look like they may, and then the Raiders don't look like they're too far behind, so we'll see. But finally, the Chiefs. No surprise. They won the AFC last year, losing badly to my Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl, winning their second Super Bowl. That felt good to finally get a win against the Chiefs and stop the three-peat. So, can the Chiefs try to start another three-peat? I have them going 13-4. I think they're going to lose a lot. I think they're going to lose a lot more than last year. Last year they lost 2 games, really 1 because they didn't play that last game. But yeah. So yeah, the Chiefs, Chiefs, they're going to be the Chiefs. As long as Patrick Mahomes is on the team, and Andy Reid's coaching, and Travis Kelce is tight end, and probably Chris Jones is on the defensive line, the Chiefs are going to be amazing. They are. Alright, Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy had a very good rookie year last year. So yeah. Yeah, Rashee Rice was already pretty good. He had a season, I think he had a season-ending injury last year, as his leg got blown out as Patrick Mahomes ran into him for some reason after he threw an interception. But yeah, yeah, the Chiefs went on a monster like 8-0, 9-0 run before finally losing. That's not going to happen this year. I don't think it will. I think teams are starting to catch on that the Chiefs are beatable. It just takes time. Now, their one biggest weakness has been, at least a little bit, gotten a little bit better. And it sounds like that the offensive lineman that they drafted this draft, Josh Simmons, I think is his name, is actually looking pretty good. So we'll see. I really hope they don't really fix their issues too much, because I want to see them lose more games than they did last year and maybe have, I don't know, a early playoff exit. Mahomes doesn't get to the AFC title game again for like, what, the 9th straight year. But Chiefs are probably going to do it. They're going to continue to go down. I don't know. I think they will, personally. I do. I think the Chiefs dynasty is not ending anytime soon. So, yeah, I just gotta sit back and just watch the Chiefs be the next Patriots for the next, like, 15 years. So, yeah. But we'll see. Obviously, there'll be some teams that win. Then their Chiefs aren't going to win every single season, but I think we just gotta kind of sit back and just say, Mahomes is the next Tom Brady, the Chiefs are the next Patriots, Andy Reid's the next Bill Belichick. Alright, yeah. So, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I have 2 other channels, Sportsman and this is Sportsman. Southwest Gamer and Legos Models. I just made a video on Legos Models earlier, so go check that out. But yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.